This is CCEA AS Maths Pure Paper, and this one is from May 2022, and here we're going to take a wee look at question 5. So first of all, we have to integrate this. So it's going to be the integral of 5x to the power of 4 plus 1 over 2x cubed minus 4 over root x dx. These are not in a state to integrate yet because we kind of want to try and get it in the form ax to the power of n. So it's a wee bit of indices manipulation in that we need to do before we do this. So rearranging then, the 5x to the power of 4 is grand. 5x to the power of 4 plus, just be careful here, so it's going to be a half x to the minus 3. That 2 does stay in the bottom, so we'll be thinking that comes up as a 2x to the minus 3, and we have that. And then we're going to have minus 4. So that's x to the power of a half, and if I bring it down to the top, it's going to be x to the minus a half dx. So taking things in one step at a time, add 1 to the power, divide by the new power. Add 1 to the power, divide by the new power. Okay, we'll tidy this up in a wee second. Add 1 to the power, divide by the new power, and then remember for another mark, your plus c. So 5x to 5 over 5 just gives me x to the power of 5. A half divided by minus 2 gives me minus a quarter. Just minus a quarter x to the minus 2. 4 divided by a half, so many halves are than 4, there's going to be 8 of them, so it's minus 8, and then x to the power of a half plus c. I think you might get full marks for that, but we want to kind of move it, put it back in the same form that we had it. So we're going to go x to the power of 5 minus 1 over 4 x squared. See what I've done there? Bring the x part kind of back down to the bottom, and then minus 8 root x, because that's the way it was given to us, plus c. Part B is an integration one then as well, and it's just kind of a wee bit backwards. Given that whenever you integrate this function between minus 1 and 2, you get 8, find the value of p. So let's go ahead then and integrate. Add 1 to the power, divide by the new power. Add 1 to the power, divide by the new power, and then the 3 becomes a 3x, and I'm integrating that between 2 and minus 1, and they're telling me that that equals 8. So I'm going to substitute 2 in instead of x, and then minus 1 in instead of x. 2 cubed is 8, so it's going to be 8 over 3. 2 squared is going to be 4 divided by 2, so minus 2p plus 6. And substitute in minus 1. Minus 1 cubed is minus 1. That's minus 1 over 3. Minus 1 in here. Minus 1 squared gives me 1. So it's minus a half p. And then minus 3. And that equals 8. We've got to tidy it up here to do. Let's see what we have. So we have 2 and 2/3 minus 2p plus 6 plus a third plus a half p plus 3 equals 8. So we have minus 2p and we have plus a half p, so that's minus 1.5 p. 2 and 2/3 plus a third, that gives me 3 plus 6 plus 3. So that's plus 12, then equals 8. Minus 1.5 p is then minus 4. A load of different ways of doing this. Let me see if we can kind of get rid of our minuses, so we can write down 3 over 2p is 4 times both sides by 2. 3, we get 3p equals 8, and p then equals 8 over 3.